Okay, welcome back everybody. I was told that my very first video was a little bit on the boring side from a few people, and usually I'm pretty funny, so I'm gonna try and be a little bit more entertaining today. So this will be our very first episode, and we're gonna start with where my collection kind of started and how I fell in love with New Era hats and it became a passion and maybe even an addiction. So I'm wearing the hat where it kind of started all. Now this is the Blue Jays, if you guys don't know, with the green underbrim. They used to wear the green underbrims before they switched over to gray in the early 90s. And it's funny, the reason I started loving this was I was at a baseball camp when I was younger, and it was called Seneca Baseball Camp. One of my counselors was wearing a Blue Jays fitted just like this one, and I didn't know how he got it, where he got it, but I fell in love with it. Back then, obviously, there was no internet, there was no ordering online. You had to really dig deep to find out what the hats you wanted. I used to buy from a company called 1-800-PRO-TEAM in the US. They had everything. Here in stores, they didn't have the New Era fitteds anywhere, so it was really, really difficult to find. So this is where my passion started with the Jays hat. Obviously, I'm a big Jays fan, being from Toronto. And when I was younger, the Jays were always good. In the 80s, the early 90s, the Blue Jays were good. So I became a big baseball fan. So we're gonna start with more of the retro kind of vintage hats that really aren't available anymore. You have to really, really look hard to find them. So a lot of these are gems, what they call. So we start with this one. This is the Jays one. Now, before the Diamond collection, so what I wanted to show you guys is that the tags change over the years. So this here is what, when I was a kid, these were the ones that were the most popular. It's called the Diamond collection, okay? So the authentic Diamond collection was back in, the mid 80s throughout the 90s. They added certain things along the way, but so that's the Diamond collection hat. Now I'm gonna show you guys stuff that predates the Diamond collections. So here's another Jays hat that is pretty much the same, looks all the same. A lot of people have said to me, you had that hat, why would you get another one? But they're very different, actually very different. So the material is quite different. You can't see it from here, but if you were touching it, you could tell. This is more of a polyester material, and inside the tags are very different. There's no Diamond collection in there, okay? And also, I don't know if you noticed, but on the back, you see the back of this one, it's got the MLB logo, okay? This one does not have the MLB logo on it, all right? So these are probably, I think, I want to say that these are more in the 80s, early 80s to mid 80s before they switched over, okay? Also, just so you know, I'll show you, this one's autographed by Dave Stieb. He was one of my favorite pitchers back in the day, one of the greatest pitchers to play for the Blue Jays, arguably. So that was their home hat back in the day. They wore that at home. This was their visitor's hat. When they were on the road, they would wear this, the all blue. You can see inside, the tags are the same, okay? I'm gonna go through a lot of these older ones first. By the way, these are all for sale, by the way. So if anybody ever wants, get a hold of me. You can email me or make a comment on my subscribe list. I want all you guys to subscribe, by the way. I want to thank everybody for watching the very first episode of Fitted Garage. There's gonna be a lot more, and they're gonna get way better as we add guests along the way who are gonna do interviews with me and talk about my hats. But what I want everyone to do is make sure you hit that subscribe button on the bottom, because we need a lot of subscribers to keep going. Now, what I have is a very special surprise for our very first subscriber, and along the way we'll be doing this as well. The very first subscriber is going to win an autographed baseball, one random baseball from my bucket of baseballs that is behind me. I'm gonna pull it out, and the very first subscriber is going to win, let's see what we got. Some of these are hard to read, so let's hope that this is one I can read. This is a beautiful one. Edwin Encarnacion, number 10 on the Blue Jays, back in the 2015 when the Blue Jays went on their big run. So this here is going out to our very first subscriber, and we'll let you know in the next show who actually got the ball. So make sure you tune in, make sure you hit that subscribe button on the bottom of the screen, and you could be one of the lucky winners.